Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to make a bulletin board on punctuation. So first of all, I am going to show you the books that I highly recommend when you are teaching punctuation marks to your kids, and here are the books. So the first one here is Usborne Junior Illustrated Grammar and Punctuation. So here you will see all the punctuation marks and the rule here. You can see the rules as well as how to use the punctuation marks. And here we have question marks, we have full stops, we have exclamation marks. Now exclamation marks, I would say, is quite tricky because the child has to know where to put exclamation mark and where to just put a full stop. So for that, we did types of sentences from Wren and Martin. So the first step would be that your child should know different types of sentences. I'm going to show you exactly which chapter I'm talking about from Primary School English Grammar and Composition by Wren and Martin. So it's on page number, just a second. So the name of the chapter is Kinds of Sentences, and it starts from page number 190, and it talks about interrogative sentences, declarative sentences, exclamatory, imperative, and negative. So here the child should know that this sentence is giving a fact, so it's a declarative sentence. And then exclamatory sentences are quite different than a bossy verb. A sentence that's an order. And then again we need to put, like, if that sentence is a bossy sentence which has a bossy verb, then the child has to put an exclamation mark. Now before I have to make such videos, I have to be 100% sure that I am actually talking the right things. So I refer a lot of books, because even it's like before making videos, when I am actually teaching my daughter, I have to be 100% sure that I'm teaching her the right things. So I need to look up to various resources and on Google, and then that's how I learn it, because I don't think so I learned it this way when I was a child. So this is how we actually how we have actually learned punctuation marks. So exclamatory sentences, I've loved the way this book has taught. And like, I'll just give you one example. That's how beautiful it is, and then there has to be an exclamation mark. But because how is a question word, how, which, where, so the child often gets confused. Okay, this is starting with how, we just need to put a question mark. But you have to stop and make your child understand what's the difference between them. So exclamatory sentences starts with what also, and it starts with how also. There is a rule here. I would not like to go into detail, but you can refer to page 194 from Primary School English Grammar by Wren and Martin. So we did this, and then we solved some questions on different types of sentences that we found in Grammar Builder by Scholastic Studies Smart Series. And then we had little questions on punctuation mark. Now the child should know editing. What does editing mean is, where to put full stop, where to put comma, where to put exclamation mark. So you just have to give them some text which doesn't have it, and you have to ask your child to put the correct punctuation mark. So this book has a lot of questions on that. That the sentence should start, the sentence should start with a capital letter, and there should be a full stop, and then if there are certain parts there, you have to add commas, and if it's a question, then you have to add question mark. So post you have done all this, you just need a bulletin board so that your child can keep coming back to it, and your child should not forget. So my bulletin board has two topics. One is punctuation, and the other, like, three topics I would say. One is punctuation marks, and then the other one is figurative languages, and the third one is general awareness. So right now we're working on astronauts, so I've just made a small section here, and I'm going to show you how we do it. And I've just added names of Indian astronauts. So let me quickly show you. So these, I have made like these small chits, and it has all the words, the vocabulary for figurative language. Because suppose if you have learned after 2 or 3 months, you'll see that your child has forgotten actually what was simile or what was metaphor. So you have to have something that your child can look at it, or you can just revise once a while, I would say once a month, depends. But you should have that ready with you, so that you just take it out and just go through it. So I'm gonna show you how exactly I do it. So you just need to write down all these things, and you need a pin, a board pin here like this, and let us start.
As you can see that now the punctuation, the bulletin board is ready, and I'm just gonna quickly walk you through the topics that I have added here, all the words that she needs to know. So here we're working on exclamation mark, this is period, this is comma, and this is speech mark. Speech mark is such an important topic, and I actually learned a lot from this book. So now it comes figurative language, so she should know the terms that this is oxymoron and simile, alliteration, hyperbole. Now these are the type of sentences that I have taught her, but she needs to understand what's imperative, what's exclamatory. And this is the astronaut section that has an antonym, and she should know actually what synonym antonym. So I've added it here. And then I recently came across anagram. What's anagram? And then it's like writing the word the other way. So bus is actually sub, pat is tap, so Avni is inva, like this. That's what she's done. Now these are certain other facts that we came across from a workbook, and I've just taken it out and I've put it here, that what does these suffixes mean and these prefixes mean. So that's it. That's all that I wanted to talk about. I hope this was an interesting video. Bye bye.